我头一遍甲伊见面的时阵哦，我根本就无感觉伊是师傅。伊行入来就是一副安尼大辣辣，安尼无所谓安尼。
This is tough. It really doesn't look that physical. It really looks very easy, but that's because I was watching a master at work.
Once they filled the needs of many with their handmade products, using techniques passed down generations, they enjoyed a time-honored trade. Changing times in mass production, however, are driving artisans to the edge of extinction. Who can give them a glimmer of hope? A group of New Age novices think they can as they spin new into old in Artisan's Reboot. Taiwan is a country that, like most in Asia, has kept pace with the 21st century lifestyle. But unlike many others, the country's modern aspirations isn't at odds with the life of traditional arts and crafts. Within the cool shade of progress often can be found ancient forms of entertainment, such as the street puppet shows, the Budaixi. The stars of these street operas are the animated glove puppets. Barely 14 inches tall, hand-manipulated, they have distinctive facial expressions, sometimes gruesome, sometimes comical, elaborately costumed with lifelike hair. The puppets, originally from China, crossed into Taiwan with the Chinese immigration more than 200 years ago. To express their Taiwanese identity, the puppet's hair was not tied up in a plait like the oppressive Manchu style, but left to flow freely.
我现在是从事木偶造型的，头发的部分，发型的部分。我本身做布袋戏造型头发这一门啊，是我从小的兴趣啊，都是我自己去研究的。
Commonly performed at temple festivals or during special events for a mass audience, the puppets entered the small screen and became the staple of the TV generation. The kids never knew they were watching the finished works of the master craftsman.
我以前并不知道，我小时候在电视上看到那些角色，电视里面的东西竟然是他做的。我的朋友跟我讲，伊是沈春福。
The master is said to be as strange and mysterious as some of the characters he created.
我头前见面无感觉伊是客人爱的师傅，伊行入来就是一副安尼大辣辣安尼无所谓安尼，我已经忘记伊迄阵到底有没有穿鞋子了。
Master Shen Chun Fu is acknowledged as Taiwan's finest carver of Budaixi puppets, but a recognized eccentric. He has only recently recovered from a stroke and may be unwelcoming to strangers. This is probably not very good news to one particular stranger living 6,000 miles away. Shawn Tan is not a puppet maker, but a user. He makes them come alive as a magician and a ventriloquist.
I am Captain Amazing.
I'm a performer. I've been doing performing for about 10 years. I do magic and ventriloquism, which is puppets where you talk with the puppet without moving your lips.
Just say I am a chicken, okay? Okay. You are a chicken. No.
Based in Singapore, Shawn is unaware of the Budaixi puppets, but leapt at the chance to learn it all from a master.
Chinese puppets, to my understanding, are mostly used in puppet theatre. They don't really speak much dialogue on their own. I wanted to go and see what this kind of puppet is like because I've never had a hands-on. I don't think there are any puppet makers who make puppets like that in Singapore. As a performer who works in this, I definitely want to learn something new.
Accompanied by a friend, Shawn makes the journey to a place, a working-class village, famous for its greenbelt. Against this backdrop of peace, a man creates the wild, wicked, and bizarre. Shun's hand-carved puppets have movable eyes and lips to allow natural expressions. But not much expression is coming from the maker himself.
你是沈师傅吗？
是。
哦，我是 Shawn，我从新加坡过来的。我在新加坡用木偶来表演。我听说你的木偶很特别，可以给我看一下吗？
可以啊。
可以啊。这个眼睛可以动的哈。
对。
口也可以动的。
对。
但全部都是你自己一个人用手做的。
对。
The ventriloquist from Singapore suddenly finds himself unable to speak.
哇，师傅，你这样做了几年了？
这40年了。
The ice is broken.
你这样用刀有没有割过自己的？
抬着拢会啦，这无注意就拢会去抬着安尼。
It has just dawned on Shawn that puppet making may involve serious shavings of human flesh. Undeterred, he voices a simple request.
那师傅，我表演了几年呢，我没有看过这种的木偶，这种很特别，可以教我吗？
可以。
Yes, you heard it. The eccentric master has just accepted a ventriloquist as apprentice. But with only 3 days to learn a skill that takes 10 years to acquire, how much can Shawn accomplish? Budaixi puppets are chopped from a single block of wood and chiseled to obtain facial expressions, including movable lips and eyes. Other wooden parts are the hand and feet. The rest of the puppet is soft cloth, sewn into a glove. The simple tools include a hammer, chisel, and cleaver.
去讲学师啊，看都爱看师傅安那剁，我你剁看卖嘅。
这样切下去而已啊？
是。
要用力吗？要很多力啊。
Puppet 101 has a prerequisite of wood chopping. Coming from a country with 0 wood choppers, Shawn struggles. Fear of hurt further obstructs any success.
这样慢慢的下去可以吗？
那太慢了。
I didn't keep my fingers anywhere near the knife. I held the wood there and I put the knife down and far away, which is probably why it came out crooked. It was too hard. 刚才我做啊，真的很难。So 有没有什么方法？
In view of this mindless struggle, the master walks out. Shawn, the Singapore ventriloquist, has given himself only 3 days to learn the art of puppet making. As soon as he started, he meets a roadblock: chopping wood. Unable to make any further headway, Master Shen returns with a simpler alternative. Shen himself learned the art of puppet making from a roadside puppet maker. While still in his teens, he decided to take on the trade, and his early lessons were wood carving. It was years before he got anywhere near to doing the puppet's head.
慢慢学，头一摆去学师啊，师傅就甲咱教讲，叫你爱先学切骹，你怎嘛不要举刀啊咧啊？
When you're carving the foot, it's all about the details. You have to keep the knife really close to your fingers. So it's not about chopping off your fingers. Now you're afraid to cut your finger off because you have to put the knife really close there, and you have to use a lot of force, surprisingly. When Master Shen does it, it just looks like not a knife through butter. But when I do it, it just won't go through. And you're afraid that if you slip, you're going to cut your finger off. And all the while, I was always thinking of one thing: don't cut your finger, don't cut your finger.
较早人袂晓，人拢爱用骂哦。
At the end of the first day, he said that I can come back tomorrow and learn other stuff. 很难啊。
难。
I'm going to come back tomorrow, more determined to learn this art well. The neighborhood is, it's quiet. It's quiet, it's nice. There was this road that goes all the way in. It had a very beautiful scenery. On the second day, when I turned up, I was expecting to progress from carving a foot. I was expecting to probably, progress to carving the head.
摕这项钱哦，来学刻啊。
He said that wood is too tough, which I believe, so he dropped a bag of sweet potatoes in front of me and said, this is what you're going to use today.
In barely half an hour, in the hands of a master, the sweet potato is transformed into a realistic-looking head. For the apprentice, the master makes it easier with guidelines.
I thought, sweet potatoes are not as hard as wood. It should be easy. But I was wrong again. It was still quite tough. It was still not easy to cut through, and I was still worried about cutting my fingers off.
While working on the head, the ventriloquist begins to feel the weight of the body, his own.
Sitting on the stool was quite tough. I can't sit for an hour or a whole day at a time without having to move around. Once your body tells you need a break, you kind of lose your concentration. It was quite tiring. Of course, I didn't want to give up, but I think Master Shen said it's time for a break, so he decided that we should take a stroll. He told me about his life, and I asked him why he's decided to do this. So he told me, it's a way to provide for his family, and since this is his skill, he started making puppets. What he's trying to tell me is that to be persistent, to keep working hard, and if you set your mind on a goal, then you can achieve it someday.
Master Shen is today a well-respected puppet maker who creates on commission for puppet troupes and collectors. His work reflects a style that developed in the 70s. The Golden Light style features puppets with larger heads than the original and have grotesque features. His work has a distinctive quality of reality. The secret of his skill may well lie at his feet. Master Shen doesn't wear shoes. The toes are an extension of the craftsman's tools. They grasp the wood blocks while the knife cuts. A slip could cost a toe. Worried already about his fingers, the apprentice isn't required to put his toes at risk.
The thing about this skill is that you have to be able to be comfortable enough with the knife that is almost like an extension of your hand. One of his apprentices was carving something, and then a mosquito landed on his hand while he was holding the knife. And without a second thought, he just smacked the mosquito where the knife was, so the knife went right through his hand. It tells you how dangerous this is, that you have to get to a certain level to be able to do it comfortably.
Despite the numerous apprentices, few remained in the trade. Today, Master Shen is one of the last remaining puppet masters. His own son helps, but he is still very much a novice. Shen Jr. deals with the high-tech end of the business. Budaixi puppets have a hollowed core, which allows for hands to be slipped in. This hollowing is the only part of the entire craft that is done mechanically. And for the ventriloquist, the risk of losing yet another member of the body.
机器跟手工不同的地方就是，机器它所做的有限，它能够把木头做得出来，但是它没有办法上色，没有办法画我们的一些五官。手工能够做到比较完美、比较生动，机器它是死板的。雕刻这门功夫它分布得很广，刻还要抛光，还要上色。
After the puppet is carved, it has to be painted. Budaixi puppets are color-coded. Black for a strong character, red for a loyal person. Yellow and white faces have negative meanings.
At the end of day 2, before I left, Master Shen told me that when I come back tomorrow, there'll be a test for me.
对，
我自己做了。 Today, Master Shen has given me a challenge. He's asked me to carve a puppet's face out of a piece of sweet potato. I'm not sure if I can do it because it's quite tough, and I hope I don't let him down after all his hard work in teaching me what he can.
Budaixi puppets are wooden-headed glove puppets, the making of which requires 10 years of training. Shawn the ventriloquist and puppet manipulator has only 3 days. So far, he's been dealing with a sweet potato. On his final day of training, he submits himself to a final test.
I still didn't know exactly what goes where the eyebrows were, where the nose should be.
我没有困难哦，你要家己落去扣哦。
哦，可以。
哦，你要家己较认真的哦。
自己做。
哎呀，所以我要等下，我要入来困中岛啊。
可以，好。I took up a marker, tried the beginner's way of doing it by actually drawing it out. Draw out the eyes, draw the eyebrows, the nose ridge, the nose bridge, and the lips, and from there try to start carving. So after I got the drawing down, I started carving. I did make a mistake on the face, but at that point of time, Master Shen had woken up from his nap. He had a look at it and he said that, one of the parts of the face, if I carved any more, that whole thing would disappear. He told me that, mistakes like this can be corrected. Basically, he just told me to recut again and start from scratch. So every time I made a mistake, I just had to redo it. Well, I've been doing this for the whole day now. I've been trying my best, and I think I've got something that looks like eyes, a nose, and the mouth. You know what to do, but when it comes to the hands-on work exactly, it is a lot tougher than it really seems. I've been trying my best, and I hope that by the end of the day I can get something worth showing him. 师傅，你看这样可以吗？
这样呢会使，但是这部分这这拢要搁削，这嘴巴边拢要搁刻，嘴嘛爱刻起来，你爱刻是袂歹。
The news isn't good. The master finds lots of defects.
你若要做有刻这咱这茶的，要经过3档，你知哦，3档才会晓。
跟这样说是不成功啊。
哎，安尼刻了无水。
As I was carving towards the end of the day, I thought that, if Master Shen was to see this, he'd probably think that he had wasted 3 days teaching someone who didn't learn much. I tried my best, and when he looked at it and he said that, it's not very good, but good try, I think that gave me some comfort. I guess he must have felt comforted to know that his time spent teaching me was not wasted.
To repay the master for his kindness, Shawn the ventriloquist and magician invites Master Shen to a performance.
你的朋友全部叫他们过来，表演给你们看一点魔术，还有我用我的木偶来表演给你们看呢。Since it's my last day with them, I'm just going to show them where I come from and what I do. So I decided to gather everyone in the village to come around, and I staged a small little show for them.
等下5点半有邀请到魔术团要来新春府布袋戏仔门头前表演变魔术，希望有听到的村民会记得带厝内的人来这免费看魔术表演。
They probably watched magic and puppetry on TV before, but not something live. It was great to see that everyone would come, especially to Master Shen's house. I mean, it shows a lot of respect for him that they would come and watch a guest of his perform for them. 你大了，我会唱歌，唱什么歌？我能听，我能听。
Then, an unexpected turn of events. Master Shen brought in his prize puppet.
我是关公。
关公啊，关公好，食大嘞。
要袂
阿雷，我那是阿雷啊。
你是来这创啥？
是你。Master Shen actually brought out his puppet, and we did a little short skit together as well. So it's good to see that Master Shen is still having fun doing something that he's been doing for over 40 years, and that he's willing to actually put his art and combine it with what I've been doing and try to bring it to the next level. It was a good meeting of 2 different styles of puppetry, 2 different styles of performing, and a good exchange for me as well.
3 days after the puppet maker meets the ventriloquist, a strong bond has been formed between the two different styles of puppetry.
When he gave me his verdict on my final puppet, I think it was not unexpected. I think I expected him to say that it was not perfect, because it was not. But I didn't expect him to actually give me any praises. For someone of his level, I don't think that I came anywhere close to receiving praise for my work. So when he gave me the praise to say that it was a good attempt and that there was some semblance of a face there, I think that was a relief to me, to say the least, that at least I tried and I've learned something within these 3 days. I hope that I can go back there and meet them and learn more again in future. Joseph,
Yeah?
got a new puppet from Taiwan,
Oh,
from that Shen Chun Fu.
oh, the one, huh?
Yeah, custom made for me.
Okay.
Back to base, Shawn starts work on a Budaixi to give it a new twist to a different audience.
Working on
This is what I learned to do.
Shen Chun Fu.
That's the date he made it.
Yes.
With his partner Joshua, the two organize the logistics for a show that combines new and old.
It's good for any trade to be revived, reinvented, because that's the way you keep things going. That's the way you grow an art or you grow a performer. Okay, you have to always reinvent and create something new.
Where is he from? A country far, far away.
Joshua will manipulate the
You,
Budaixi.
run out. Where?
Shawn will introduce the Budaixi to his audience.
Hi. Boys and girls, this is a very old type of puppet, right? They use it for what the Chinese people call Budaixi. It's a kind of show where they use the puppets to tell different types of stories, okay? Now, this is a kind of puppet that they don't...
By educating a new generation of audience from a different shore, Shawn has given Budaixi puppetry another plot twist, another direction for the future.
Just touch. Oh. Does it feel like wood to you?
I don't think any art should die off. If they can come up with new ways to do this, besides always telling the old stories, have a modern day setting maybe, then I think this art will continue to grow, and I hope it does.
One of the stories of the future may possibly be of how the puppets found a new voice with a ventriloquist.